was gonna say, let me get through one cup.
We're new to this.
We're new to this.
All right, so for the viewers at home, you guys know about this shit. It's a fucking pyramid game that I love so much. All right, so basically for the viewers that are just watching this episode and this episode only, watch our other shit. But this is the way that the pyramid game works. So basically, you just shuffle the cards, whatever. It doesn't have to be a fucking perfect shuffle. But the fun part about it is that it fucks you up real quick, and everybody's like into it, and it almost feels like you're betting on money, but in reality, you're betting on your sobriety. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're betting to be fucking sober. We're gonna be taking it red or black, right? And we're just gonna go around. Y así de fácil, carnal, Simón. Te juega la suerte aquí con un pinche tequilazo violento, carnal.
La adivinas, sí.
Red or
Sí la
black.
adivinas, pues.
Rojo.
Para ponerte bien garro.
Sí ganó.
Solo toma.
No toma.
Sí.
Si lo adivinas bien, no toma, carnal. Yeah. Red. Fuck! Hey, I wanted to lose, huh?
Yeah.
Shit.
He wanted to, like, all right, I guess.
Oh, man, fuck.
If it's this, you take the shot?
No.
So you gotta say red or black, right?
Right,
so let's say you say red, right?
All right.
And then if you flip it and it's red, you're good. You're safe.
All right.
If you say red
Like
and that
a
bitch
coin
is
flip.
black,
Like a coin flip.
Yeah, and if it's black,
Black. Flip.
Okay.
go ahead.
Hey, that's 8 shots, no?
Nah.
Imagine, pues.
I want to play the way you play.
Yeah.
Arre, pues me toca a mí, ¿no?
Black.
Arre. Sigue enero,
You can't tell us. Don't tell us.
He didn't say
He said.
Yeah, don't.
No, porque se quedó callado, pues ya, I knew you fucking lost.
Yeah, don't make it.
Oh,
noise.
de la botella, chicos, madre.
O como quiera, carnal. Como quiera.
Your turn, Fred.
A huevo. Black. Yeah, that's what I'm fucking talking about. Finally. And we're back with another episode of SEMIGUAPOS. Give a fucking round of applause, big dog. That's right. Aquí andamos con SEMIGUAPOS. And let me introduce you guys. Somebody new on the fucking scene. These are the new kids on the block. New artists on the block, actually. That's what I should say. La neta, estos vatos andan con un pinche talentazo. I saw them en las redes sociales y la verdad me quedé bien impresionado por el talento que traen. Han de reconocer a una cara aquí, muy reconocida aquí también.
Saludos,
Mi compa Tizoc. Their biggest, most famous song right now, que todavía está sonando con madres, Modo Avión. We're talking about Grupo En Califas, pariente. That's right.
Y ya vieron que no es fácil, ya vieron, no está pelada de aquí salir, la cosa no es nada frágil.
Hell yeah.
Aquí andamos.
Nah, my boy, thank you guys for making the drive all the way from fucking Modesto, carnal.
209. Shout out to my
Yeah,
boy.
honestly,
209.
yeah, I hit the guys up and I was like, hey, bro, I'm like, la neta, están con madre, carnal. O sea, el pinche talentazo, el reconocimiento que la gente les está dando está bien chingón, bro. Teníamos esa conversación. It kind of gave me a window into your guys' world and shit, and that shit was dope, carnal. How can we introduce them to Grupo En Califas, carnal? How did it start out?
Well, Grupo En Califas, it started with me and my compa Will. He was a sophomore, I was a junior.
Yeah.
It was like the last week of school. Yeah, ya andaba en eso, because I used to play soccer and stuff. La neta, pues, when it comes to getting injured and shit, I could have gone pro.
Damn.
Como dice todos.
Story
pues.
oldest time, carnal.
Yeah. Yo nací futbolista, pero ya, you know how it goes with injuries and shit, bro. La neta.
What happened to you? What kind of injury did you get?
Well, primero me estillé la rodilla, and I was like, my first injury was I was like 13.
Damn.
Like 13.
Estillándose la rodilla, what is that? I'm sorry to cut you off, but what is
I
it?
like
In English, what do you
like
say?
a little crack, like
It's like se estrelló.
yeah, se estrelló.
okay,
It's like a little
yeah,
bone right here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Me estillé, bro. That was like a year out. I was like, like during that age when it comes to soccer, that's the age that you gotta be like, pilas or you gotta be playing. Yeah, de eso. I mean, we came to high school and stuff, and then I kept getting injured. My love for soccer faded away, and that's when I started getting up to music and stuff.
It faded away because you felt that from that injury you weren't gonna come back? Or?
Yeah, bro. A little messy. Messi or Ronaldo?
Fuck. I feel like if I answer this incorrectly,
Hey,
this
the
is
comments,
done.
the comments are gonna go crazy.
Yeah, this
right
is
now.
done. That was a good fucking
You gotta
question.
choose wisely.
Ronaldo or Messi? Okay, I'm
the
gonna
right
go.
one,
I'm gonna go
please.
with what my kids like. I'm gonna go with what my kids
Ooh.
like, and they like Ronaldo. With.
Oh,
All right, that's your kids.
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
Did I fuck up?
Hey,
Is
everybody,
it Messi?
everybody
No,
comment
it's
right now.
supposed to be Messi.
Messi or Ronaldo?
hey,
Pues
what
yo-
about
yo-
you? What about you? What about you, compa? Messi or Ronaldo?
All
I'm
right.
more of a Messi fan
Hey.
personally.
Yeah.
Messi all day. Come on now.
Messi, yeah.
Have Messi in the comments.
Probably Ronaldo, big dog. Yeah.
That's all. Guitarra. Al otro lado.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's left-handed.
I'm left-handed.
He's like and backwards, so he plays
I play it upside
the wood.
No, también toca like a right-handed guitar. He will still play. Like he
guitar?
plays
Oh,
this way
fuck.
and then he
Yeah,
plays this
So
way.
so the actual like the pisadas are
Upside down.
upside down.
Yeah.
También.
Like
That's
he can play
crazy.
a right-handed
Yeah.
guitar. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like we pull up like at gigs sometimes when
Yeah.
they want him to get down on the guitar.
Un palo más, pues, like, let's say.
Yeah.
He just gets down like.
so you're right-handed
It's
and
hella
zurdo
weird.
too?
Well, I'm left-handed. Like, I play just the left-handed guitar.
Oh,
But, like, I know a little bit of, like,
This
how
is
to
weird.
switch it.
mm.
I just
Just like being a like ambidextrous like
Like
shit.
it's the same thing like zurdo de Tucanes.
Anda.
I guess,
That fool
yeah.
plays.
Yeah.
That fool plays a
Backwards.
regular
Oh, yeah.
right hand. He literally
He
just
just
flips
flips
it over,
Yeah.
and he knows that shit. He knows the chords
Yeah,
backwards.
no, I was like,
You know what I mean?
How'd you guys end up linking up with Tizoc? Obviously he didn't go to high school with you guys. How'd you guys end up linking up with him? ¿Cómo se conocieron?
Well, honestly, in the 209, well,
Yeah, you can talk
So
about it.
so what happened was like, if I'm not mistaken, I came across you just because of Gil. Pero en el fútbol, pues,
shout out to Compa Gil.
compa Gil.
Hasta
And
muerte.
en el fútbol, I would go to indoor, just go watch the games and shit. Un día también me marcó, hey, I need help. He's like, we got a song and I need a plane for a video. And I was like, a plane for a video?
That was a hit.
And I was like, well, shit, I don't know where I could get a plane, but there's an airport right here in Modesto. We could go go ask and see what's up. Y pues fuimos y they said yeah, but it was like a process of 3 weeks.
It was
Wow.
a
Yeah,
big
I
ass
was gonna
process.
Process like, hey, what color lights are you guys gonna use on the airport? How many people are gonna come?
Wow.
Like,
Sick.
Like, what's the song about? Like, what's the message coming across in this?
You
in
just
this
never
song?
know.
Right. It was like a
They were
private
asking-
airport.
they were
huh?
asking these questions 'cause it was gonna be free, no?
Yeah.
No, they were
You
just
guys-
asking just because. I mean, if we cross a line, like it was like a $10,000 fine. It was just like airport rules, I guess. You know.
Sick.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
had to pay to be able to record it.
Damn.
And like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
cuenta, like if
Damn.
we would have been recording, like there's planes coming down. at
Simon,
the same
yeah,
time,
you guys can't use the same color lights that they're seeing up there.
Ándale.
Simon,
Yeah, and
So, well, that ended up happening, y pues,
which is probably the biggest song right now, no?
yeah,
Yeah.
la rola de Modo Avión.
That's
Pues
sick,
se grabó
bro.
el video.
It's
They
crazy.
gave us 2 hours. Hey, 2 hours. You guys have 2 hours to record the video. I was like, alright, pues pull up, boom, boom, boom.
how did that happen? I was like, hey, Tizoc, I don't know how, but we need a plane, we need a jet in the video. I first brought it up to the homies. I was like, hey, I don't know how. What's the song called? Modo Avion. We need a fucking plane in this shit or a jet.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I started como like they were like,
like,
that's not
You're
gonna
crazy,
happen.
right?
Like,
That's
Like,
the-
you're crazy.
and then I was somehow I was like, I was sitting one day and then I know Tizoc he's a big dog, la neta.
Yeah.
I got a lot of respect for my Tizoc.
No, gracias.
yeah.
And yeah, since from the 209, he helps out a lot of groups and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I got to Tizoc. I was like, hey, la neta, well, I need help. I don't know how, but
You're the only one that
we
I can
need
think of.
we need a fucking plane in this video. Like, we made it happen. We were back and forth at the airport like for like what 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, 2-3 weeks. I was right there talking to la secretaria del aeropuerto. He's like, are you sure it puts out a good message and stuff like that? Just little questions like that.
Simon.
And pues la neta, lo bueno que se hizo, nos dieron
Yeah.
chance y hasta pues nos prestaron el aeropuerto de nuevo to
Yeah.
record, to take the pictures for
Oh,
the
yeah,
album
album
cover.
picture recently, like,
Awesome.
like
And
last
then,
week.
Yeah, I was on your
Treasure.
guys' social media, fool.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
pictures are fucking official as far as like the video that you guys were taking where you guys were in black suits in front of that jet, fool. That shit was fresh, doggy.
Like, I always tell you fools like, hey bro, like I don't know how, but just we're gonna make shit happen. Like,
Just be
feel me?
patient.
Look, later on we're gonna look back at this podcast with Compa Freddy, and we're gonna be like, oh shit, you know.
Lo bueno que viene todo Toño, que sí se
Toño.
puede.
Que sí
Hey,
se
Toño,
puede.
sí se puede, Toño.
Toño's the homie,
No te agüites.
pero
Hey, he got
Toño's a tuba player?
el compa Toño se me agüita. Hey, I got a lot of love for
Hey,
my boy
why
Toño.
didn't Toño come?
Oh, hey,
No,
hey,
no.
Toño, ¿vas a ir o no?
Se rasca la cabeza nomás.
He's like, fuck, es que How far is it? It's like
How
6
far
hours.
is it?
1, 2, 3,
in
4,
Nevada,
5,
bro.
6. What time is the podcast?
No mames.
Is that what time we're gonna be back? No, pues tú vas a ir o
Como
no.
que si estuviera tan
Yeah,
ocupado el
yeah,
viejón,
yeah.
tanto.
Damn.
Bro, come
Pinche
on.
coño.
I'd
Es
be
que
like,
mira,
I'd be like, bro,
I
this
know
is-
he
this
wants
is
to be
important.
here, pero pues también ya es de más edad, pues ya he's not el morro como nosotros. pues,
Órale,
pero-
órale.
Compa Tizoc, I have a
Okay.
question for you, big dog.
Dígame.
Can we know kind of basically what happened from the inside fucking scoop? Porque sabes qué mitotero es la pinche gente. And they try to make other excuses and other reasons y todo lo que es. Like, we want to know la neta, güey.
La neta.
What happened, güey?
Para la gente que no sabe, pues yo soy Tizoc, ex integrante de Marca MP, y aquí les voy a decir un poco de lo que había pasado. Y nunca he hablado de esto, pero hoy vamos a hablar. Pues yo conocí al compa en la escuela. We go to school together.
Yeah.
Todos, pues, CV, like I said.
What,
De ahí
what is
salen
that?
todos los
What is
músicos.
CV?
De
That is
Central Valley High School.
Central Valley, okay,
De
okay.
ahí salió él, yo,
Nice.
el requintero que estaba actualmente en ese grupo,
Ujú.
también salió de ahí. Pues todos nos conocemos en el 209, so
Yeah, CV's
pues
really
ya
known.
nos conocimos and pues le empezó a despegar una rola and he invited me to be part of his group. Pero yo antes de eso, yo los conocí a ustedes porque yo tocaba en bajo perfil.
Yeah, I remember meeting you.
So I was en Rancho Humilde
You were,
at
yeah.
that time.
Yeah.
Big
Ah,
bajo perfil.
Saludos a los
Yeah.
viejones de bajo perfil. de que
Saludos.
Saludos a los
Yeah.
players. Y pues me salí de ahí, pues, you know, at that time I was youngin. I was a youngin, so I just me desesperé, me salí del grupo. O también había controversy, pues, but para evitar problemas yo me salí de bajo perfil. Y ya me invitó el chato al grupo Marca MP y pues estuvimos ahí un buen rato, like a year and a half. And pues también me salí de ahí porque pues no se estaban dando bien las cosas. Yo me salí and I have nothing against nobody, you know, because yo estoy agradecido por las oportunidades que me dieron, pero me salí porque pues he did some fucked up shit that pues me personally pues no se hacen pues. Y pues aparte de varias cosas que se fueron acumulando y en ese tiempo pues también se vino COVID
Yeah.
y también se vino pues el accidente que tuvo. Y en ese tiempo, pues, no estábamos chambeando, no había feria de nada, pues, y yo dije, pues, soy músico, tengo que tocar, that's the only way I make my money, pues,
Eso es.
porque yo nunca he trabajado, yo, gracias a Dios, pues, no sé si gracias a Dios, pues, pero thankfully me he podido mantener con la música. Entonces, pues, yo le dije, hey, pues, I'm gonna start gigging, you know, de aquí que se acomoden las cosas, y me dijeron, you can't, se va a mirar mal el grupo. I was like, alright, it's good, pues deja chambeo, like a regular job. Tampoco porque se va a mirar mal el grupo. Y dije, pues bueno, let me do some merch or something, you know, for the group. Let me do something. Está bien, pero pues nomás como me siguieron la corriente, pues. Yo le dije, hey, pues la neta, I know you're going through this shit, you know, which is unfortunate, you know. Pero cuando, pues, personally, I think, at that time I was thinking like, la amistad de uno era una cosa y el negocio era otra cosa, pues. No sé cómo lo vieron ustedes, pero
Así es, así tiene que ser.
tiene que ser,
La
pues.
amistad es muy aparte de lo de negocio. for
Entonces yo le dije, hey, pues la neta, dame un tanto cada semana para, you know,
Yeah.
just to
sure.
survive,
Simón.
para el gas.
A huevo. If
100
they're-
varos,
if they're
por lo
locking you
menos.
in, if they're
Yeah.
locking you in, you gotta, yeah, of course.
I told
Exactly.
him, no creo que no puedan darme un porcentaje, pues at that time ya estaba el grupo pegando machín,
Sí,
you know,
man.
I'm pretty sure regalías.
Yeah.
Ustedes saben cómo
Yeah,
es
yeah,
ese
yeah.
rollo, pues.
Yeah.
Y pues dijeron, pues la neta no te podemos dar nada. Y dije, pues si no me pueden dar nada, no voy a estar aquí de Oquis. La fama y el dinero no van de la mano. Muchas gracias y ahí nos vemos. Así fue. I mean, there's more details, you know, I could get hella specific, but
Yeah.
pues that's like the main stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pero pues no hay, por de mi parte, pues yo no tengo pedos con nadie. Y pues la gente que me conoce ya sabe cómo soy. Pues, a mí me gusta hacer gente con la gente y pues así soy.
No, thank you, man. Thank you
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's us. You know, respectfully asking. You know, we're not trying to get no beef started again and
No,
shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Pero you know, I know a lot of people were asking about. you know,
And just
about-
to like más o menos decir otra cosa nomás ahí. yo no quise decir nada cuando pasó eso porque I was thankful for the opportunity that I was given at that time, you know. It helped me as Tizoc, me as a person that you guys know me. Helped me grow as an artist. Y pues solito salen las cosas. Yo no tuve que decir nada para que la gente supiera
Lo que pasó,
la
pues.
verdad, pues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y honestly, también me siento bien de no tener que decir algo, pues. Porque, pues, ¿para qué los chismes no
Yeah.
sirven? Aquí andamos con los plebes echándole ganas.
Ah, huevo.
Desde que me salí, yo, believe it or not, I've been hustling, looking for the opportunity to come back up, you know, because at the end of the day, it's a dream that we all want to live, and
Yeah.
I'm thankful for aquí mi compa Osmar que me dio la oportunidad, porque pues, aquí andamos, you know,
Sí,
you know.
Qué perro, güey.
Ah, huevo. I feel like mi compa Tizoc también ha experimentado mucho con ups and downs and shit, and you know, he's right here to tell you también, you know, que the downs is what really like it's what makes you or fucking breaks you. Like it either you give up music, my boy, or you come out you come out even stronger.
That's one right there.
You know
Giving
what
up
I mean?
ain't an option, huh?
Yeah.
It's
Nah.
not.
I feel like the biggest obstacle we had to go through was, I mean, almost every artist too, was pandemic. And
Yeah.
y yo sé que cada quien es like, cada persona es, how do you say it? Cada cabeza es un mundo.
Yeah,
And
everybody.
hearing Tizoc say that they were making him not be able to go out and just like freelance with work is crazy, because when we went through that, we saw it completely different.
Oh yeah.
When we went through that, our músicos had a talk with us, and we were like, bro, like, if you guys have any opportunity, like, go get it. Like, we're not saying like leave us, go somewhere else. But if there's no shows for Hijos de Garcia, if there's no tour or whatever, because the Smoke Me Out was still trying to get figured out and stuff. So we were telling our músicos, like, con confianza, if you guys, obviously you guys live from it. If you guys need money like that, definitely go do it. You know, we nunca se nos llegó así como ese, nah, fuck that, you guys are with us, you guys are gonna, there's like de la imagen y todo eso, you know. I respect trying to guardarlo, pero también it's like, damn, that shit's, it's crazy taking that position, you know, like poder decirle a alguien más, like, you live from it, nah, you still can't, you know.
You're
That's a
right,
crazy
right.
position.
We were also telling our groups, like, our integrantes, like, hey, if there's another group que tiene más chamba, que te está ofreciendo jalo, lo que sea, like,
yeah.
go get that shit, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
for
yeah,
example,
nos-
shout
con
out
el
to my
Chris.
boy Slim.
Yeah.
That fool, you know, went
Slim-
to work.
Slim
That fool went
Thug.
to work with my boy, with
Esteban Gabriel.
my compa Esteban Gabriel, that we're gonna have soon, you know, here on the pod.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, we weren't like, nah, you know, man, we're still cool with fucking Slim. That fool still pulls up whenever we're in, where is Houston, right?
Yeah, he lives in Houston.
Yeah, like, you know, we have a lot of other musicians que gracias a Dios they were able to, you know, go into other agrupaciones because of their start with us también,
Yeah,
which is
literally.
fucking awesome. You know,
Yeah.
it's all the name of the game, carnal, and
Yeah.
I thought that shit was crazy too. You know,
Yeah.
that they didn't let you, you know.
I mean, it's
work.
because I feel like it was a little different just because I feel like, I mean, ustedes, les voy a preguntar, a lo mejor será porque ustedes eran like the face of the group, you know? Se les facilitaba decirles a sus músicos que, oh, you guys can. But in this case, I feel like since I was like, como quien dice, the face of the group over there, se iba a mirar mal, pues.
Como
The
que
image
eras
wise, you know, I
muy
feel like that,
reconocido.
what they were trying to take
Okay.
care of was the image, pero pues.
No, I mean,
Pero, pues,
in the
I mean,
beginning with our most famous album, which is the first album that we let out, the Lujos de la Vida, it was me, Saul, and then our drummer, fucking Ruben, and then Clavo, our bass player, and we told them también, like, hey, you know, like, in any moment that you guys need chamba, go fucking get it. And they would go back to Dallas whenever they could. They were even fucking hosting. They were hosting clubs.
They were hosting their clubs.
Yeah, they were hosting clubs. Like if it was all Los Hijos de Garcia,
But it was
or
just
shit.
them, way. So like, yeah, we've never been.
You know?
I feel like it's just the type of person you are.
Yeah,
It
it could be
like
that.
it just shows when you're in a situation like that. It shows if you're a person that can show empathy, be compassionate with someone that's going through something, or just be like, nah, I'm worried about what I'm worried about your own interests, you know. So it's like we've always been like that. We've always been like it's not just us. It's there's other people around us, you know.
Hey, let's talk about some of the songs that are making noise right now. Of course, Modo Avión is the your biggest hit right now, but let's talk about Ep13 or La Sancha, güey.
First of all, para la gente que no sabe, Grupo En Califas, todas las rolas que sacamos, pues, las que no son covers, pues, las escribe mi compa Osmar. So anything that comes out,
Yeah.
letra de mi compa acá.
And
you
Modo
wrote
Avión is
Modo Avión?
Modo Avión is original, right?
No, Modo Avión is right there, compa Anthony. Compa Tony. You wrote it. Y pues se hizo.
Where you guys did the collab.
Yeah, we collabed it. Y ya, pues, en ese tiempo, ya, that's when we had dropped one of our songs called Soy Maya. That's when we were like...
Yeah,
we
Soy
were
Maya
already
también,
starting.
yeah.
How'd you guys come up with that? How'd you guys come to the name of En Califas, Grupo En Califas? How'd you guys get that name? Who decided it? What was the
Alright,
thought process?
And
behind it?
Califas was, bro, it might sound dumb, but it was like a little PS4 username. Like,
Who's PS4 username?
alright, it was...
Yours?
I don't know if it was PS4 or I don't know if you guys know that game, like, on the phone. It's called PUBG.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
uncles, my
yeah,
uncles
yeah.
I
would
mean, we're
play
not that old, you know? So
My-
like...
my uncles would play, like, I don't know if it was PUBG or PS4, but they would play PUBG and stuff.
Sick.
And then one of them was called Junior and Califas.
Mm,
Like, that was his username on PUBG or PS4. I don't remember.
mm.
But that's when we came up with the name and stuff. And I was like, I don't know. That shit just came up to my head. It's like, Califas. En Califas, you know? And then I told him, I was like, what you think?
It's catchy.
Yeah, it's very different. When I heard it,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
catchy.
very different.
Califas, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how we came up with the name.
Sick.
And honestly, it was, I don't know, like, how long did you guys take? From what I hear, like, a lot of groups struggle, like, coming up with the name.
So had it
easy
in
for
his
you
head.
guys?
So had it
Yeah.
in his
When I
name.
saw-
Fool, I was thinking the most fucking gayest names ever, bro.
What were you
Like-
Nah, they were good options, but it was...
Good, so
They were all right options.
So
They weren't gay, though.
Not even-
How are we going to get a gay name? you know?
yeah. Bro, one of the
That's
fucking
alright.
names, con decirte que one of the names for Hijos de Garcia was supposed to be, it was supposed to
Because there's a
be.
grupo now that has that name. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, for
yeah,
real?
Yeah.
I was
Hey.
gonna say, I was suggesting way back then, for I was like, oh, what about los aguacateros de Michoacán, güey?
Oh, okay,
Imagínate.
Yeah, los
Ima-
aguacateros.
that group doesn't exist?
Nah, I thought you were talking
Okay,
about
that's
the
a ass name, for
other...
real.
That's the baseball team, though.
yeah,
Los
yeah,
aguacateros de
yeah.
Michoacán.
For a grupo norteño, that's I
Yeah.
thought that shit was whack.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that shit was cool. Actually, I thought that shit was cool.
You thought that shit
but
was
then,
sick.
but then I thought it was whack as
We
fuck.
told
after.
Chochin, he was there when he was recording us. Remember, fam?
Yeah, he's like,
you were like, hey, what
"Nah."
name do I put it? I was like, Freddy Celos Aguacate. Started laughing, bro. I was like, Freddy's he's
fool, this fool,
aguacatero.
this fool Chochin Productions way, he has one of the most fucking, like, one of the laughs that'll make you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah,
güey.
it'll offend you. Like when
Yeah.
he laughs at you,
Oh, like...
yeah, like it sounds like he's
Like, damn.
se está burlando. He's
Hey,
clowning,
like-
and he didn't say nothing. He just laughed.
Like my
Yeah.
boy Carlos, like...
Like a high pitch, like
That
Antonio,
exactly,
like crazy.
güey.
Yeah,
Así,
yeah.
güey.
Fake live, yeah, we be.
Así, güey, yeah.
Shout out to my
Kind of
boy
like he's
Carlos.
busting
That's
out
my brother.
laughing, fool, yeah, like that.
But
So
we
he
know-
did
we know
that.
what
He
kind
did
of
that,
laughs.
and we're like, nah, we gotta switch it up. And then I remember specifically, I was backing out of the fucking of the driveway, and Saul had told me the name Los Hijos de Garcia.
You wanted Los Menores before Hijos de Garcia.
Oh, Los Menores too,
And I
right?
was like, I don't know about Menores because it went
What
Los
is it,
Menores.
like-
I was like, because once we
Yeah.
get older, what the fuck we gonna be?
Minors? The
Yeah.
minors?
No,
Yeah.
los minors.
Los
And
Chavo
Freddy's like,
Los
right,
Chavo
los
Minors.
Chavo
Imagine
Roots.
if you guys would have put that right now.
Nah,
Los
Los
Menores,
Menores.
yeah. And honestly, I got Los Hijos de Garcia, bro, from just being fans of Hijos de Barron. Honestly, like just being literal, like we fucked with those fools' music.
Heavy.
So and especially too, Los Hijos de Hernandez. So those fools that had that name, like I was telling Freddie, I was like, yo, we're like in a different, like quote unquote era. I'm like, I think we can actually adopt that same beginning, like pronoun or prefix, whatever you would call it, Los Hijos, and then de Garcia, you know? Yeah, that's how it came up, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
dope.
I remember when I heard it, I was like, nah. But it was because honestly, I was just like, nah, I thought like my shit was good, you know, like why the fuck are we gonna do this?
So you got it. You got it.
Yeah. And I wasn't like, nah, we need it. I just told them. I think we like slept on it or something.
Hey,
and
how separate are you guys like from age?
a year and a half.
Yeah,
Oh,
So we're like really close.
So how many siblings you guys have? Like,
six total,
Son seis.
including
yeah.
us, 6.
Cinco hombres and una mujer.
Sí.
Yeah. And 4 of us do music.
Hey, how does it feel to have like a big family and stuff? Like,
It's good, bro. It's
Cool.
it's a lot of pros and cons. Porque when you have so many people around you like that, everybody is their own person. So he may think very different, and she may think way
Yeah,
different.
everybody
and
got their own.
so like
yeah.
like if there's problems and stuff, it's just at this age, just dealing. At this age, it's just like finding out what you want, how you want to live your life and move forward with, because my mom passed away in 2017, so we just worry about my dad. Like if my mom would have been here, we would have been everything
Nah.
for them. But it's like just
Yeah.
worrying about your own. Freddie, his family, my sister, her family, my
Yeah,
brothers.
I feel like having a big family, it goes either one of both ways. Either it ends up with problems, or it ends up being a very tight knit family.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when you start growing up and you start seeing like, oh shit, I got my kids, I got 3 kids, and thankfully I got my beautiful wife here with me, and we, like, what I always tell my kids is like, look, no matter how many issues, how many problems or whatever, like, we need to be that generation that kind of breaks that
Nah, for sure.
that cycle of just cuando la familia se separa, carnal.
Yeah, bro.
That's so
When
common.
the tíos don't speak to these tíos and
Exactly,
stuff like that.
it's so
Se
common.
pelean los terrenos y todo eso.
Se pelean los tíos, las tías.
Yeah.
Que families grow apart and they move away.
I don't like that.
Like, fool,
Yeah.
it's tough.
Like,
It's
what's the
tough,
point of
carnal.
having
That's
a big
something
family
that-
then?
Yeah.
I've seen.
You know what it is,
gone
carnal. In reality,
don't
what
like this.
the problem is that as a parent, why have so many kids when you cannot instill good values and good morals as far as being able to stay as a family united till even after they're gone? You know what I mean? As a parent, I would feel fucked up if my 3 kids, or possibly 4, because I'm praying to God that we have a daughter. Hopefully, we can podemos encargar una hija. But I pray to God that even after I'm gone, that they can remain together, that they could actually work out their problems, that they could actually be like, you know what, somos hermanos, like we can't fucking keep fighting tooth and nail like this, like if we're fucking enemies. You know what I mean? Like, this has to stop at some
Hell
point.
yeah, like
Because this
You know what I'm
sibling
saying?
shit, like me and Freddie used to go through it a lot, like always being at each other's like necks and shit, just going through it. But
Yeah.
we've definitely been able to work on our relationship to be able to run a business and still remain brothers.
So
you know?
like
Exactly.
out of the 5 siblings, like, would you guys say? Because I feel like, would you guys say you guys are like close? Like out of
Yeah,
Me and Saul?
me and Freddie are the tightest.
Me and Saul are the closest. Yeah.
me and Freddie are the
Yeah.
closest.
Yeah,
Not
That-
'cause
out of everybody's relationship, like between each other, I feel like mine and Saul's are like probably the closest,
Yeah.
because I think we've been through the most shit together.
and music,
Yeah.
music.
You know,
wise,
yeah,
too,
yeah, yeah.
music. That's
Life,
I feel
honestly.
Yeah, while doing music, life happened to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Life happened to us before blowing up, while being on top, pandemic, just personal shit, just a lot of shit. But I won't say that it's not all bad. Our childhood, I wouldn't switch it for the world, bro. Our childhood, having a big
chulada.
family way, I'm so happy to be able to have like bigger siblings and shit, you know?
Yeah. The childhood
That's
was
a-
fucking
childhood was
amazing. It
amazing,
was
yeah.
fucking amazing, Pero ya de grande, carnal, like I said, everybody gets their own ideas and their own personal feelings about different subjects in the world and shit, or how they feel towards relationships, and people kind of separate. You know what I mean? And you gotta kind of respect that shit later.
At the end of the day, you gotta respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta let
Because
'em- let 'em
I
go.
got there's 4 of us. I got 3 siblings, but I'm the one that's more like alejado.
Are you the oldest?
I'm the second youngest.
Órale.
I got an older brother, and then my 2 younger siblings, they're twins.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, but I've always been more like alejado because I've like different stuff, and like them 3, they all like the similar stuff, so they've always been like the closest. I've always been the one that's been,
Yeah.
on my own.
For
little
la
corner.
música or for what?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
music wise and stuff.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
music, what were you doing over there up in Stockton, right? 902.
Modesto.
Modesto, my bad.
I had a 9 to 5 for like 3-4 days.
Damn.
Hey.
Fuck.
What happened?
Where'd you work it?
I at least
Hey.
lasted like a month at
Honestly,
Domino's.
Out
like-
2 years. I came.
Like those 3 days made me like, it was crazy because that shit helped me so much. Like, it was KFC.
Oh, big dog
Hey,
shit.
I was fucking with
Big
chicken.
dog shit.
Hey,
right
KFC,
there.
bro.
Big KFC.
Yeah.
Bro, hace
Feeding the
cuenta
block.
me
Yeah.
ponía.
Feeding the block, bro.
Feeding the block, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, KFC was a little trend. Like all the homies would work at KFC, bro.
That's
bro,
what I'm saying.
Domino's
Feeding the
was-
block. Hey, Domino's
for
was the
this
fucking
food,
move.
yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
Domino's
like all
was
the pizza
move.
spots.
Nah, that shit was a little trend. Like I remember all the homies they were all working at KFC and we would be at
Just
school.
fucking
Bro,
serving motherfuckers.
We would be at school and like I would hear them. They'd be talking like if work was a blast and shit. I was like,
You know, everybody was there.
Hey,
bro.
I was like,
the way me and you laughed, we laughed like it was not Eddie Murphy, the other guy,
Who?
Eddie Murphy's brother.
Chris Rock. I mean, Chris
Chris
Rock.
Rock. What the fuck?
Charlie
No.
Murphy.
Charlie Murphy. You know
That
when
was
Charlie
funny.
Murphy has the wig with the
Yeah.
curls and he's like laughing like that? We laugh like that.
we just dropped the song and like we're barely starting. Like you feel me? We had dropped the EP and then we dropped Soy Maya, like, a single. Shout out to all the people from the Bay that support us. We got a lot of love from San Jose, Salinas, Watsonville. Shout out right there. Shout out to Daisy, la neta. We got a lot of love for Daisy. Anda al 100 con nosotros. Daisy Villalobos.
Let's make it a little more interesting. Not just a fucking shout. We gotta say something like, oh, shit that people don't really know about us. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That people that like something like interesting.
Say something about yourself.
Exactly. Say something about yourself. Like either if you lose or if you win or whatever, you
Yeah.
gotta say something that is interesting. You know what I mean?
Alright.
That people might not know at all.
Like a factor, a fun factor.
Just
whatever.
something
Yeah, like something that nobody's ever
nobody knows
fucking
about you.
known about you,
Para
carnal.
prender el cerro or para mantener la agua
Oh yeah.
tranquila. However you
I
want.
mean,
however you want.
I'll probably just say that like usually every youngin like probably grew up playing video games and shit. Like I didn't grow up playing video games. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I don't know why you said that. Aquí se va a decir lo que se tiene que. No, just playing. You have Do you have any family? Any
Shit, I don't really like to say too much,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of people that like just know already, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I probably just say with my Vargas side, I get it from people will probably already know,
Yeah.
but todo bien, you know.
Sí,
I
man.
mean, what would you say?
That you're related to Chato from Marca MP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
bro.
I don't-
So when
like-
I heard that, I was like, what the?
At the end of the day,
Like, what are the odds?
No, yeah,
And that's
pues,
You
that's
guys-
your dad's side, mom's side.
my mom's.
Yeah.
We're like
From Guanajuato, right?
yeah, Irapuato, Guanajuato.
Irapuato.
Yeah, Irapuato, Guanajuato.
Irapuato.
So we're like, my mom and his dad, they're cousins. So like, we're like second cousins.
Simón.
Pero pues ahí, pues todo bien, you know, like
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
end of the day,
Hell yeah.
music wise, I know there's a lot of people that like to say like, you know, all the cheese man shit.
Oh, I haven't heard really anything.
Yeah,
I just barely. We barely.
yeah,
know
when it
about
comes-
it, dog.
When it
is a
comes
cheese
to
man?
like shit like that, bro, like there's a lot of people that like
Try to
You
compare.
compare?
trying to compare shit,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
try to like
Yeah.
on some shit like that, but
Simón.
like todo bien, like
I feel you.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah.
And obviously you don't feel, and I don't think that you're copying anybody's style.
Nah,
You
hell
know,
no,
if that's
bro.
what they're comparing.
Nah,
you
and
know?
there's a lot of people that you know how the cheeseman goes.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day, people who know who I am, like they know that I'm doing my own thing. You know.
Yeah.
If
Fact.
you guys are
Wow.
cousins, have you guys ever like convivido? Like, are you guys
Relationship
cool
and
or
shit.
not?
Well,
You know what?
Well, honestly, just when I like older, ahorita como estamos, la neta no. Pero sí, fiestillas por ahí when I was young and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like, you know.
But other than that, yeah,
Other than that,
it's like
you
él
just
por
grow
él
up.
y tú por
Yeah.
tu vida.
Yeah.
Nah, yo me recuerdo verlo a él cuando ensayábamos con el grupo, pues.
Oh, sick.
I would see him, pero yo nunca sabía que iba a ser músico.
Simón que iba a cantar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and pues, it's just crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy.
That's crazy how life works.
Mm-hmm.
How like
Yeah.
you'll be so. You know what that reminds me of?
Pero
Nah.
what I want to ask, carnal, is te siento como que te agüitaste, carnal. Así de hablar de eso.
No me agüito, la neta, but it's just, you know how, like, people got shit to say and stuff.
Yeah, I feel
But this is your time to you know, say,
y
say
también no
what you
estás
really
diciendo
feel,
algo
you
que
know what I mean?
va for people to give more shit. It's just, you're just letting people know, and I guess giving public knowledge now at this point. You know, because you're saying other people know. You know, we didn't. You know
Or,
what I'm
like,
saying?
it's just, I don't know, like, just, there's always, like, randomly when we would go to gigs and shit, like, people just had shit to say, you know, and you're a youngin', you're coming up, you start doing your gigs and shit, you start doing your own thing. And, like, you're at gigs, you're doing your own thing, and let's just say, like, random people pull up and just bring, oh, you remind me of this, you remind me of that. Obviously, I'm not going to be like, nah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But
I feel you.
what could I say? Like, could I say,
Yeah.
oh, like, it's good?
I'll give you an example or like a quick little story of me going through that, bro. I went through that with Freddie. Actually, that's crazy that you even say that. I went through that with Freddie, but not with the music in school.
Yeah.
He was we went to middle school together. He was 8th grader and I was a 6th grader. And when he left and I became a 7th grader, or even then in 6th grade, all everybody knew me was for Freddie's little brother.
Yeah.
That's all they knew me as. They didn't even know my name.
Yeah.
When he left, I noticed how much friends I had. I realized that I didn't have a lot of friends because I would hang out with Freddie's friends.
Yeah.
So when 8th grade comes around and I'm going to go to high school way, and I'm going to go to Valley where Freddie went, I started thinking, I'm like, do I want it to be like that when he leaves high school for 2 more years? Do I want to just be known as Freddie's little brother and then not have friends and shit? Or do I want to go make my own person? Become my own person?
Yeah.
And that's why I ended up going to a different high school than Freddie. We never went to the same
for
high
real?
school. Yeah. So I
shit.
completely understand you, bro. And the reason I just brought it up was just for the sake of the game. And then just because when you told me that way, bro, you fucking blew my mind, bro.
Nah,
that's like something that I would have never thought.
It's cause
Like, what are the odds?
Like, think about it. Like, you're trying to do your own shit.
Yeah.
But then you're
Constantly.
really focusing on what you want to do.
Yeah.
And you're doing your thing. You're like tocadas and shit. People know how that shit goes.
Mm-hmm.
And then like mid break, you just see people come up to you like
That constant reminder of bullshit.
Yeah, like
Hey, yeah.
It's something that, you know, at the end I'm trying to do my own thing, you know.
I feel you. No, that's fair. I feel you.
Like,
that's fair.
Like what? I would just be quiet, like.
Yeah.
Even he would.
It wouldn't offend you or
to
nothing,
me, it'd
right?
be like awkward. It'd be awkward.
Yeah.
And what could I do? I'm not gonna like crash out. I'm like, nah. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I'll just be like, honestly, there'll be times where I'll just be quiet. Like I'll just be like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
But like, you know.
I feel you. Our carnales went through it too. No, los escoltas. When they were coming up, before they got their big hit with Hublot, all their comments were, "Oh, estos son los hermanos de hijos de Garcia." That's all their comments would be before they got signed, before they blew up, and they had to deal with that shit too, way. Yeah. And we've seen it like we've seen a lot of what you're saying. We've seen it firsthand,
bro.
And
honestly, like when it comes to comments on like TikTok, YouTube, and shit, like
TikTok
I seen
is
them.
the worst.
And then like there's times where like there's like my family members like are closer to me and stuff. Yeah. They're like, hey, don't let that shit get you. You know, I think.
Don't. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I've never like let it get to me because I know who I am.
Hell yeah.
Like,
you got to know.
I mean, I stand straight on what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And I like, you know, I believe in myself and shit, you know?
Right.
So it's like on some shit like that.
I feel you.
I never let it get to me and shit.
Yeah.
But it's just like I said, like imagine at gigs and stuff everywhere, like you would just get like how you say you would just get that constant like
reminder
or like people trying to compare and shit.
Yeah, trying to compare. Yeah, I feel you.
And when it's not even something that's even floating in your mind.
Yeah, like it's not even nothing.
It's not even something. Yeah, exactly.
Like through my head, like you feel me? Yeah, like we're related and shit, but I'm doing my own thing. You know?
I feel you.
At the end of the day, he did his own thing. He's still doing his thing. And like me, trying to make shit happen. I'm thugging it out, you know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make shit happen. I'm trying to make it out.
Yeah. No, well, you're very talented, bro. And you got a lot of potential, big dog.
Especially
with con el viejón that's been through it and, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. He's got a good team going on.
And pues, honestly, like, I'm gonna tell this shit to everybody, like, from what I've experienced, like, I'm speaking out my own head. Like, you really gotta just fuck with the people that, like, that have been there, you know, like that are solid with you. Like, you know the people that are solid with you.
Yeah.
You know the people that are solid with you, even if it's blood or not. You feel me?
Exactly.
Because a lot of the time, bro, from what I've experienced in life and family-wise and shit, blood really don't mean nothing, bro.
Exactly.
It doesn't. Yeah.
And That's what I believe. Maybe people are gonna get offended and shit, but sometimes your own blood could be your biggest enemy. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's something that I go heavy on. Like I don't care. Like blood to me, it don't mean nothing. At the end of the day, I'm fucking with the people that have been with me, like that I know are solid with me. You know?
Yeah. You don't have to answer it, but would you feel like you never got support from him? Like, do you feel like you never got even a like on, or like, damn, but you're fucking doing good? Something you felt like you never got that?
Well, it's not that. I never really like
Cared about it?
cared about it. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh, okay.
'Cause how could I say this? Like, nah, I never really
That's
like
good. No, that's
looked
good.
at it
That's good that you
way,
never
you know?
cared about somebody else's validation.
But
and
from
shit,
from what other people tell me that like know what's up,
Mhm.
they're like, hey, you don't ever just like be like like knowing that he's your I guess related and shit. Like you guys are both doing the same shit.
Mhm.
Like you never got a car or something, and I'm like, well, I never looked at it that way honestly, cause I never really like.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't like fool. Honestly, you can't look at it that way. Fool.
Nah,
Like
Yeah.
looking
I've
at
never
looking
looked
at it that way would honestly make you feel like in my eyes, I would feel like a fucking like a straight victim ass type of fool. You know what I mean? Like oh, like where's my call? Like why hasn't he called me? And man, fuck that.
Nah,
Like
I
like
never looked.
Yeah.
like respect to the viejon and respect to anybody doing this game, but if you're in the mentality, carnal, to any musician, if you're in the mentality where you feel like somebody owes you something,
Or somebody else.
you're
can,
like somebody owes you, like you are not in the right fucking field. Like go find something else to do. No, and I respect the way you're coming, fool, because it's like you gotta get it on your own, carnal.
Yeah.
No,
You
I
can't
can't.
fucking expect to anybody to come and hand it to you and be like, "Hey, here's your lifeline. Here's your phone call. Like, let me save you." You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
ain't like that.
No, yeah, like
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And I
some shit
respect
like
that you see it that way. Pues, you know what I mean?
no, yeah.
Yeah.
As far as making music in Grupo En Califas, carnal, who really takes charge of like, okay, you know, I'm the lyricist or this and that, and who takes charge of arrangements as far as musical shit, like, you know, lo que se va a hacer musicalmente on guitars and adornos and stuff like that. Like break that down for us.
Well, music wise, bro, like I do all the writing,
Totonadas, everything. But
tonality and shit.
Yeah.
But like I said, everybody that's in the group, like I told you, so everybody has their own part in the group. You know, it's not just it's not me because I know how to write and shit. I'm like it's my group. I'm gonna be like ahead of like I'm gonna be higher than you.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we all bring our own sauce into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like my boy, left-handed. There's not a lot of left-handed.
Not at all.
And he really has his own style. Like
Yeah.
Califas, style-wise, it's really in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Cause Requinto-wise,
I
yeah,
love
I
it.
tell him we're right there recording. Hey, wait, métele ahí algo.
my boy Willie
I got
Locks.
Yeah.
Well,
And
This-
a lot of the time, bro, our style is really like we really got our own style from like honestly him, cause the way he plays and stuff, he got his own.
Segundas on the requintos and shit like that.
Like I be writing songs like out of nowhere, like yesterday we were practicing songs and shit that just came up to me that morning, and we started practicing already, and it comes to me that quick, like out of nowhere.
yeah.
But it's something sick that I think that like when it comes to like me presenting a new song, hey, I got this stuff, and then like I could to a point where I could just hum shit out, and he's already like on some shit.
Hell yeah.
melody,
And
You guys are on the same brainwave type shit. Yeah,
And-
yeah, yeah.
Same page.
And like I told Tizoc, it's always good to it takes time for a group or like a business in general to build up a rhythm of a cycle of working,
Yeah.
a cycle of working, and that's something that we kind of already like. We kind of already have something like our own cycle of
Yeah.
making music
Mm-hmm.
as a group. As making music, we really have our own cycle, and all our own music, bro. We've recorded it by ourselves in our house.
Hell yeah.
Like my old house, in the living room, we would dead ass be in the living room. Let's say a slide window. We would have Tonyo out like outside of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
feedback
bleed
and
in
shit, we
and
would
shit.
have him like
Yeah.
literally outside.
Yeah.
It was cold as fuck. And then Tizoc he gets down with like computer and shit.
I
What do we
captured
use?
for
What
the
do we
game.
use? What do we use?
Studio
One?
Studio One, Logic, Pro Tools,
Yeah,
everything.
all that
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
But let's just,
Whatever, we just fucking use it.
Yeah,
just think
yeah,
about it
dope.
like this is the sala and like the windows right here. slide door.
I'm right here.
Tonyo's dead ass outside.
It's really like a
Yeah.
you know how
And then-
Yeah. I feel
We
you.
try to
Like
tell
outside
Tonyo
of-
something
To get a
boom,
better
we would
capture.
Open the window.
Yeah.
Hey, Tonyo, do this, do that. All right, you know,
Close
on
that
some
bitch.
shit like that.
On some noise canceling
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
that's right.
And that's what,
That's right.
that's something people gotta know. Like,
You gotta-
you don't gotta go to like a
To a
fucking
big studio
big
and
ass
shit.
studio and
Yeah.
shit. You
yeah.
can do it. You can do it on your
That's
own.
how, that's how
Yeah.
us. That's
Hell
how
yeah.
us and Trochin Production started, bro. Literally.
Me personally, like, thank God to music. I've been able to help my family big time. You know, and that's
Hell
something
yeah.
that
That's the best thing that could come from it.
that's the best thing ever, bro.
the
Like
best
at the end of
thing
the day, as a
Helping people
youngin,
you love.
your
you work
parents,
with.
your
Yeah.
parents, you're trying to give everything to them. You know,
Hell yeah.
'cause- and that's something that thanks to music I've been able to do.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that, bro. And I feel like it's blessings after blessings. Like my pops is a mechanic and shit, bro. Like recently, he's about to open up he's been wanting to open up a mechanic shop for
His
Sick.
lifetime.
the longest time,
Yeah,
bro.
That's
And,
dope as fuck.
and now that I'm older and shit, like I know that I'm able to help him with that shit is
Yeah.
something that's like crazy. You feel me?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I see it like I'm helping him achieve his dreams too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's
I don't-
achieving his dreams through you.
yeah, and
Type shit.
that's how I see it, bro.
Yeah,
and
hell
that's
yeah.
something that like makes me like
That's
you know,
probably the most rewarding thing
like
anybody
happy,
could. Yeah,
yeah,
like
happy as fuck, bro. And that's what it is. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
who doesn't want to give everything to the parents?
it's for your parent. Like when I was able to get my dad his truck, bro. Right before the pandemic, I was able to buy my dad. He used to have this 1998 Ranger, way old
Yeah.
as fuck, and I got him like a little work truck, and I got him a 2019 Ranger.
At that time,
At the
era del
time,
año,
the
era
year
del
of.
año,
That's some
carnal.
sick ass shit,
bro,
bro.
I pulled up and I was like, "Look, Dad, the boat was on the truck and shit." I was in the house and he was like, he was sleeping and he wakes up. He was like, "Hey, it's okay." Like fucking like tired as shit. And I was like, "It's your truck." I was like, "I got it for you." And he's like, "Te la robaste o qué?" I was like, "Dad, what are you talking about?"
They give you the coldest
Yeah.
reaction, bro. Like,
yeah,
like,
calm though,
yeah.
calm, like not even really a smile.
Yeah.
I was like, "Man, let me take a picture of you. Go over there, like you know,
Like, go smile, bro. I
Yeah,
got this
go
shit for
stand,
you.
bro.
The album is gonna be called Ambition. It's a song that I wrote, and I feel like if people really listen to the lyrics, like hustling wise and stuff, it really got some shit to it.
Hell yeah.
And that's what the album's gonna be called, Ambition.
We come to the fucking conclusion of Grupo En Califas with SEMIGUAPOS. We'll go ahead and leave you guys with some of the fucking best talent that I've seen around in a while. Some of the new talent. Because there's a lot of great friends that we have that have been blessing us in the set of SEMIGUAPOS. But right now, we want to give you guys las primicias y lo nuevo que está saliendo de Grupo En Califas, viejones.
De los corridones en Califas originales dice, sale. Y no es fácil. Dice. Y ya vieron que no es fácil. Ya vieron, no está pelada de aquí salir. La cosa no es nada frágil. Si estás perro, hay otro más perro por ahí. Son palabras de aquel viejo. Lo admiro, le tengo un chingo de respeto. Ni se diga lobo viejo. Mi abuelito no se raja que el viejito. Irapuato, Guanajuato. De vez en cuando caigo sangre, Vargas lo que cargo. Con la familia al tanto valenciana relajamos. Y un gallito forjamos con los primos siempre a un lado. Los rizos empolvando. Y no es fácil. A ver, Pascarín. Ay, qué nomás. Y andamos recios, nunca aflojamos, puro pa' adelante y fierro. Pa' los que atrasan, muévanse aquí, no los quiero. No se me ofendan, se los digo con respeto. Lo único que quiero es avanzar y a librarme de este encierro. Ya basta de aquellos tiempos sin movimiento. A boda rueda y aquí andamos en el ruedo. Sí, sé que hay varias gente y quieren comparar, porfa. No se me confundan que ando en mi propia carrera. Voy en primera, no sabe nada de mi vida y me quieren juzgar solo. Tengo un objetivo y lo voy a lograr. Eso es, taparle los hocico a los que hablan de más. Sigan hablando, sigan motivando aquel morrillo que creció con tanta ambición. Los corridos, ambición. 2025. Estamos rocos, pero andamos al 100. Shout out to all the people that showed love. Califas. Receta. ¿Cómo dice pues? Y no me meto con la gente que tiene el respeto. Soy tranquilo y me muevo derecho y ando heavy por el tsunami. Y los fletes son movidos por todo el oriente, compa. Ya se la canté 2 veces, el cuernito es fuerte al accionar. Just know, Modo Avión.